Hello everyone and welcome back to The Crew 2. So in the last episode we completed the final part, the fifth part of the Live Extreme series races. So now what? What will be our new aim or goal in the game? I've been looking around, of course, to see what we can set our eyes on, so to speak. And I want to show you here on the map. As we know, we do have these live events to do still, right? Maybe I should filter with to do. And maybe even locked to get all of them showing. Yeah. Okay. So we have 3 live events, like we said in the last episode. We could aim for those, of course. But then, in the long run, we also see that we have these rival events, as they are called. And it's these ones that are currently locked. So, how do we unlock these and how do we do this? Because I guess this is something we want to do going further into the game or further down the road in the game. So this could be like a long-term aim for the episode, for the series. And then we see here that there are these dudes, the rivals, and they are set per family, so to speak. So this is the off-road family, which we know contains of several different disciplines. So I'm not sure if these will be like sort of like the Live Extreme races, where you do like several disciplines in each race. Maybe you go through all the disciplines, so you need to be like performance-wise prepared and also like driving technique-wise prepared for all the disciplines before you take on these boss or rival. So we have one for each family, and each family contains of several disciplines. So this one is for off-road, and like you saw, we can see how much have we progressed. We need to have a certain progression. I think that is, I mean, amount of races within these different families before we can challenge this rival. So within the off-road family, we are at 44%, and we need 50. So almost there. Need to do a couple more races. For the Pro Racing family, we are at 37 out of 50%. Freestyle, 16 out of 50. Got a lot to do there. I don't think we have we done even one race within this freestyle. There are fun stuff there, I think, though. I mean, we have done the jet sprint, but we have not done the airplanes. I don't know if airplanes, how tempting that is, but we do have monster trucks and we do have destruction derby, which we have not done at all. So of course we need to look into that. Also in the off-road family, by the way, we have this hovercraft. I think the hovercraft is within the off-road family. So of course we want to do that. We're struggling some with the rallycross there, but hovercraft is worth exploring. Motocross is fun. So yeah, we will do more of that, and we'll definitely look into all disciplines. This is the street race family. Only 23%, even though I thought we had done quite some races there, but perhaps we have not. So yeah, this will be a long-term goal. We should go and do races, I think. Along this road, we will, of course, which will be a fun thing, that we will get performance parts, we will get money, and we will get followers, so we will level up, and we will be able to upgrade more and more cars. Already we can see, I want to show you, that with the races we have done and the sort of grinding we have done to get money, of course for each race we also get performance parts, and I have noticed that your performance pot stock is per discipline. So if you do a street race, then you get street race parts for that race, which you can apply for any street race car, but that stock is limited and can be full. So what I've done is that I've gone through, like mainly we have driven the Porsche, right? But the Porsche got maxed out. So what I've done to avoid getting these stock full is to apply all the performance pods that we have and can use for as many cars as we can, just to up the performance. So we now have several cars which are actually maxed out. The Aston Martin maxed out, Corvette, the 370Z, the Porsche we know, the Audi R8, which we got through, was it when we bought the package with the Lambo? That is actually just one performance level from being maxed out. Even this motorbike, which we have never driven, it says 5 kilometers, but maybe I have test driven it sometime. I actually don't remember because it's so little I have driven it, if any. It's like 3 performance levels from being maxed out. Same with the TVR, which we have not driven either. Look at this Alfa Romeo, 0 meters driven, 274. This Suzuki, I think could be maxed out, but I have chosen to distribute the performance level parts and not maxing out these at the moment. So that's a decision I made. We do have more performance parts for bikes, so we could buy bikes. We see this Mercedes, never driven it, quite high. The Harley is quite high, good enough to do the Harley race on Ace, which is is my go-to race to grind money and parts for a street race discipline at the moment. 244 for the Cayman, 237 for the Audi RS. This is the first car I got after the introductory live extreme race, and then you pick the car and I picked this one. I've upped that as well. Yeah, you see, so it's declining now, the performance level, but all of them has some performance upgrades at least. Yes, so that means that we can of course try to, we can have some variety now. Yes, I love the Porsche, and the initial goal was to use this Porsche and get it upgraded and get it maxed out. And we have reached that goal and beyond. So now I think we don't have to only drive this Porsche. We should of course enjoy and drive other cars as well and style other cars as well. And as you see, I've already delved into that somewhat, because I think maybe it will be, you can leave a comment if you think that my train of thought here is wrong, but I'm thinking like styling might be kind of a slow process and maybe like a bit dull to go through like all the parts and making the decisions. It's like, I don't know how much entertainment value it is for you to sit and watch decisions on styling. So I've gone ahead and just done some styling outside of recording, and here you see like the styled result instead. So we rather can focus on progressing in the game, which might have more entertainment value, I think. But if you have any other thoughts on that, please leave your thoughts in the comments, because I'm very interested in hearing them, of course. As of now, though, I thought, now that we bought the Nismo and we've upgraded, it's maxed out, it's styled, everything is ready. We've done all the races for street race so far with the Porsche. Let's do it with the Nismo. Let's use another car. Let's try all of these cars, of course, in different races. We even talked about doing races with motorcycles. Let's try that as well going down the road. But right now, let's start with the first other car apart from the Porsche we will drive is the Nissan 370Z Nismo. And as we saw on the map with the rival races coming up as a distant goal, and we also have these ones, I think let's just not plow through these ones. We can pick them now and then and just get them done. There's only 3 left, it seems, so we will get those done as well. But I'm thinking let's focus on progressing in the family, so we can take on the rivals. So we do a couple of races, perhaps street races. So this episode we do street races, another episode we do something else, another episode something else, just to advance in this family. And then when we feel like, okay, this is like too much of the same, let's do a live race, and then in that way we progress. So that's kind of my train of thoughts for the series going further. So all right, street races to do. Seems we have a lot of them to do, actually. What if we could take something, I think many of them is in the cities, right? What if we should just pick one which is outside of the city, like this, Central Wood West? I don't know if we even have to care about like the performance levels right here, because we have like maxed out performance levels, so we should be able to do most of them. So let's just pick one and go, right?
Make the streets your own.
So I think the pro tuning that I did for the Porsche, the pro tuning you do for any car really, is for all the cars in this discipline. So the same pro tuning, oh forget the shift, how many gears do I have? 6, okay, the Porsche had 5. The pro tuning that you do for any car is for all the cars in that discipline. So we should have like the Porsche tuning already set for this car as well. So we'll see how that works. I think we're doing fine so far. 30%. Not sure if this will be laps or point to point. Might be a point to point street race, which would be nice for a change. Like I said, most of the street races have been like city races with laps. So it's nice to go street racing on the countryside, on just a countryside road going point to point. "10 seconds ahead, nice gap. Doing fine. Sharp turn coming up. Here we can take a little shortcut, perhaps. Good or bad. What? Out of arena? I obviously missed something. Should we not turn there? I missed a turn, perhaps. Good that we had that gap created. It handles nicely, this car. I must say I like it. It's a nice little car, the 370Z. I want one. Not only in the game, for real. %. Kind of thought that last checkpoint was the finish. I don't know where I got that idea from. Here we are. Nice. Are we on top of some dam or something, or what is this? Get the loot.
I'm trying to get us to go legit, because if we're not running legal, people are going to get hurt. There's just too many problems. Tickets, jail time, unpleasant discussions with law enforcement officials, and that's before you start talking about people getting hurt. So go with instead of go against is what I'm thinking. Hopefully that's what you're thinking too.
Yeah. Sure thing, man. Let's apply the upgrades as always. Ah, yeah, right. We already have like a top performance there. So let's just apply it for something which has a bit lower. Hey, I was thinking, what about this one? Let's try and make this out, because maybe we'll do a race with this car as well. That one's lacking. Hey, and we got it. 280, perfect. So then what? Maybe just smack something on here. Yeah. Great-o. Which one now? Maybe, do you want us to customize this Audi R8 on the series, so to speak, or should I do it outside of the series? Let me know in the comments about that as well. Let's do the Corvette here. That's already all done. Okay, so that is done. Is there another one now? Central Woods South. We have not done that. Let's go for it. Are we boring if we do like the same race in the same location again? I'm just thinking we should do them all, right? So it's... Ooh, listen to that sound. Totally different sound than the 370Z and the Porsche. Oof, revs nicely. Bam! Yeah, that's nice. I think this would be a joy to drive. I think it's maybe it's a good way to get to know these new cars on these types of roads, these winding countryside roads.
3,
Ah,
2,
the weather instantly improved. How about that? Nice. I gotta admit, I love the sound when it revs up. Lovely. Lovely. Yeah, seems to be one of another one of these nice point-to-point countryside races. Already 2-second gap. Oops. Love the sound with downshifting like that. I guess there should be traffic in this type of range, shouldn't it? Not sure. Maybe it isn't. I don't think we had a single like traffic car in the other race, so maybe it isn't. I was thinking if I should expect to meet the car if I come over the top of a hill or something like that. Should like stay on the right so I don't have a frontal collision with no reaction time. 19 seconds. We're hardly like, I feel like we're not maxing out the car at all. We're like not using the boost or the nitro so much. Feels like we're cruising. Kind of like the hypercar race we did, the coast to coast race. We just cruised but won quite easily. I don't know what the recommended performance level was, I didn't even check, I just picked the race and went. Loot. There we have it. Returning to free drive, right? So was this maxed out? That was maxed out now as well. The Audi. Let's just build on the next one. TVR. 278. Same level there. Alright, so 2 performance levels left there. How about the Aston Martin Vanquish? I have no livery on that one, it's just black, just when we created it on the series. This one we customize or applied styling for on the series. So let's go to the map, find us another race. What about this one? The middle of nowhere. Sounds good to me. Let's go. Let's go. I need to do them all. I guess on these point-to-point races we get zoned in. As we get zoned in, I guess that's a hint for like no traffic, right? Nice weather, like this. Aston Martin Vanquish, this car is awesome. Many awesome cars in this game. Never driven it like this though. We only like styled it and spawned it, and then didn't do anything more with it. Seems extremely steady on the road. I kind of thought something like that will happen, because isn't that like the trend, like I said in the hypercar race, just when I'm about to say something, something happens related to that. Very steady, next turn instantly spins off the road. Little airborne there. Get some speed up since we are way ahead. Okay, almost 10 seconds ahead. Oh, are we doing laps? I think I recognize this. Or maybe not. Yeah, this is the same. Wasn't this where we spun out or something? Yeah, it was. Okay, maybe not that weird, because I like brake with all I got for that corner, and the tail comes out, and then just apply full throttle. So I think I did the exact same. Well, I think that's where I did the last lap, but which I realized now that, oh, maybe that's why I actually spun out, so that's not weird at all. It's still a steady car, but I guess you can get almost any car to spin out if you really, you know, try to make it so, which I guess I did there without thinking about it on the last lap. This lap I knew not to do that, and we had no issues. So yeah, nice drive with the Aston Martin. Nice car. Can we see the others coming? Doing new icon level. Yeah, there they come. Did I forget to pick the loot? Oh, there it is. Now, which car should we apply this for? Are we continuing to build on the TVR? Let's see what we got. That already has 280, so can we apply it from that one? Yeah, maybe. All right. Want to fiddle more with that. Maybe one last race. One last race. Central Woods to Amarillo. Another one we have not done. There's a lot of these point-to-point races in this episode. But those races are lovely, I think, so why not? Now, should we try to take the motorcycle, which we have talked about previously? Pick the motorcycle for this street race, because we have never done that. Oh, in snow. All right.
Drive like you never heard of a red light.
Right. Already in max gear. Not that fast though. 309 compared to, I mean, aren't many cars going faster? I'm not sure. Since we're staying ahead though, already 5 seconds ahead. It's nice you don't have to bother much about leaning forward here like in motocross. We always have to like stay on top if are you holding the lean forward or lean back key. Lean back key you hardly ever use, but or if you're leaning forward and when you go airborne, then you're in instant troubles. You don't have that issue here because you practically never go airborne, so that's good. Just lean forward as much as possible. The only thing is perhaps when going into bend, if you want to like stop leaning forward to improve maneuverability. 10 seconds ahead. I think maybe, I mean, we wasn't that fast there. We bumped into the rail several times. I think that might extend. Okay, maybe I'm wrong, because I think they were in a faster section of the road compared to us. We were in a trickier section, so of course they caught up. But now that we are out of it and they are in the tricky section, the gap should increase again. But I might be wrong. Maybe we were just slow. Wow! Too fast. It's obvious that I'm quite unused to the corners here, especially, I mean, there is the handling is affected a little by the snow as well. Okay, going into town here. Nice to not have to worry about traffic, just go. Finish! Nice. No problems. Went fine with the motorbike. I'm not sure how it would go if you would go like on a street race with lots of corners with a bike though. It seems you might, like we talked about before, you might be suffering some in the corners, but it accelerates really fast, so I don't know, overall, would it be beneficial or not? Not sure. Maybe we'll try that out as well. Sometimes. Alright, maybe that we'll apply that for some other car. This Porsche, for instance. Yeah, smack that on there. Alright. So, I think that concludes the episode, guys and girls. Like I said, we finished the Live Extreme series races and are now aiming to like progress through the different standalone races within the different disciplines and families, with the ultimate goal to challenge the rivals for each family, and to occasionally we will break off that pattern to do the standalone Live Extreme races as well. I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like and a comment, and if you want to stay tuned for more content, please subscribe and click the little bell button. Thank you. Have a nice day and see you next time. Bye bye.